Welcome back, wrestling fans, to the best of GWA wrestling action. In our first match we're going to watch tonight, it was called by Gordon Soley a number of months back, featured Adrian Street, the exotic one, and J.J. Pallo. Now, both of these guys come originally from London, England, and they've done a great deal of wrestling, obviously, in Great Britain. And coming from that area, you have to have an extensive amateur background as well as holding amateur championships in order to turn professional. Adrian Street is accompanied by his valet, Miss Linda, and many of us wonder if he spends more time in the dressing room getting ready than he does in the ring. We'll find out tonight with Adrian Street and J.J. Pallo, and we'll go right now to Gordon Soley.
All right, imagine what he can do to you. Let me tell you something. Don't laugh about this man, regardless of his makeup or his outfit. This is indeed a dangerous opponent. Now, J.J. Pallo coming into the ring, 220 pounds. He's from England as well. So this is indeed an international or a global championship match, if you will. J.J. Pallo, an extremely popular competitor, comes through the ring ropes, and he is now getting set to move on against the exotic Adrian Street. Now, Street was a former middleweight amateur wrestling champion in Europe. He has campaigned very, very successfully in the United States. He's been in a couple of movies. The man, as I said, of course, before, is a songwriter, a singer, a linguist, an artist, and one heck of a tough competitor in the ring itself. He's coming out now, being led out to the ring by Miss Linda, his valet, and there you see the exotic one himself, Adrian Street. Well, don't sell him short, because when he says imagine what I can do to you, he doesn't mean it in any other sense than he can darn sure put your shoulders to the mat. All right, the exotic Adrian Street, and there you see some limp wrists egging him on. Let me tell you something. That is not the way to go with this man. He is not a limp-wristed competitor in any stretch of the imagination. J.J. Pallo right now seems to be a little bit amused by what's going on, and I can't help but feel that he may pay the price for his momentary amusement. The exotic on Adrian Street taking his time, and he will play to the crowd. There's no question about it. There is Miss Linda, and she is as tough a lady as you'll ever want to find down the pike as well. All right, the exotic one, Adrian Street, getting set to enter the ring now. And, of course, he'll take every advantage possible. Let me say something about the exotic one, if I may. If you talk about Dr. Red Roberts, the fact that he is a psychologist or a psychoanalyst, and he plays to his audience, and he also understands how to try and undermine his opponent. Well, the exotic Adrian Street does not have the formal education, if you will, but he certainly has the street smarts, and this is what you'll see him display very, very shortly. Once again, he's just saying, guess what I can do to you. All right, referee now, Les Mitchell, and he is squaring away both opponents. The ring announcer now making his introductions. The exotic one, of course, is taking his time. Once again, it's a psychological bit of warfare. There you see him displaying his robe, now receiving his little dust off, if you will. And Pallo is anxious. In fact, the matter is, in my opinion, he's over anxious because Street is going to take his time. He is not going to push himself too far. He knows this. He also knows what he's doing to his younger opponent. He's psyching him out. And that's the critical aspect of the match as far as I'm concerned. All right, the referee, Les Mitchell, calls for the bell, and Street says, no, check my shoes. All right, he checks the shoes. Now he checks the hands, and what can I say here? All right, a little peck on the cheek there to the referee, and the referee subsequently somewhat embarrassed, and I'm sure, you would see a blush there. But nonetheless, the exotic one, mincing about the ring, and then very slowly taking him back to the ring ropes. Once again, minces about, moves back. This is the thing about the exotic one, Adrian Street, that you cannot fathom, because as delicately as he may move, he is that much more dangerous. Pallo looking at his man now. Now watch Street carefully, because through all of this facade, and that's what I call it, frankly, watch this. Brings him up, throws his man off balance, plants a biggie on him, and Pallo's not quite sure where it's coming from. And suddenly Street is in total command mentally of the match. And this is the key factor. Now Street has command of the match mentally. Pallo is somewhat shook up. He doesn't quite know what to make of this individual, if you will. A little tweak on the gluteus maximus. And Pallo again is wondering what's going on. And then, no, look at this. The duck under, the go behind. Reversal by Pallo. And suddenly the exotic one finds that much to his liking. He breaks free. And so, demonstration of the pectoralis majors. Now let's see what happens with the exotic one. They lock up collar and elbow. Now watch carefully. Now Pallo. Beautiful snapmare. Pallo moves in again. Another snapmare. And once again, the exotic one, Adrian Street, back on his feet. Mincing and prancing. Now, look at this one. And this is what I'm talking about. The exotic one, Adrian Street, a quick, savage attack. And so what he has done is he's fainted you out. He has led you to believe that he is sort of soft to the touch, if you will. Suddenly, a beautiful Indian deathlock high back bridge. And all of a sudden, Pallo is in a lot of trouble. Once again, the exotic one, Adrian Street, moving on his man. Keeping him tied up. And Pallo suddenly realizes that he's in there with somebody who is far more experienced, far more dangerous than he ever imagined. And Miss Linda, smiling in rather grim anticipation of the fact that her man, the exotic one, Adrian Street, is going to be a victor here. The exotic one is suddenly taking a second look at J.J. Pallo, and Pallo suddenly fires back. And Pallo's got exotic Adrian Street in trouble. No question about this. J.J. Pallo is suddenly exploding on Adrian Street. He's got this man beautifully caught with a forearm, another massive forearm. And the exotic one is in a lot of trouble now. And I wish we could get a shot of Miss Linda to see exactly how she feels about her man at this particular point in time. Reversal now. The exotic Adrian Street once again turning the situation around. Now goes to another snapmare. Catches his man. J.J. Pallo on the canvas. And Pallo is stunned by the reserve power of the exotic one, Adrian Street. All right, once again, they meet in the center of the ring. Street showing his savoir-faire, if you will. J.J. Pallo trying to counter it, couldn't do it. And now the exotic one, Adrian Street, has him in trouble. And Street begins to punish his man. And Street will do this in some rather strange, sadistic ways. Street is not your average competitor by any stretch of the imagination. He is a very, very, very strange, sadistic competitor. And there you see Miss Linda smiling, obviously gleeful. But now, once again, Pallo, the most tremendous forearms, and these have been his best weapons thus far, along with that headbutt. They've been extremely effective against the exotic one, Adrian Street. Street in trouble again now, up against the ring ropes. And J.J. Pallo ties him up. Now watch as Pallo comes charging in. The exotic one, Adrian Street, moves to one side. Pallo in trouble. Street moves in on, catches side headlock. Forward leg trip. Catches a nice rolling reverse. Catches the pinfall. And it is all over. Nice high back bridge. The referee goes down a double count, if you will, just to make sure the exotic one, Adrian Street, scores, if you will, a double pinfall on J.J. Pallo. Now, if we may, looking at the exotic Adrian Street, let's look again very carefully. Let's see what we're talking about. Forward leg trip, moves up, rolling leg reverse, up into the block saddle. There you see the 3 count. Okay, and that's where the referee then came back and said, all right, another count.